Hello everyone, P2 back with another review. This is not really a new deck, but it's new to me, and I'm rather disappointed with it. It's the King's card. It's a marked deck by Andy Magic, and it says King's card on top, all right reserved. Alright, not all rights. There's no S, it's all right. Reserved. And playing cards on the bottom. You do get a spade pip on there. That has a little spade pip with an A, kind of like a logo, and it says designed by Andy Magic down here. It looks at first glance like a USB-C deck, but it's not. And now that I look at it, this whole pattern on here looks like it was hand drawn. It's just not very professional looking at all. It does say Ericus Finis Magic cards on one side, which again makes you think that it's a USB-C deck, but it's not. The other side says the same thing. Top says playing cards. The bottom it says Andy Magic Poker 888, and there is a barcode, and that does not scream USB-C, and it's not. You can't even read the numbers, and yeah. The back, you see the back design, which is alright. Again, it's kind of got a rider back type style to it. It's got, especially here in the center, it's very much like a rider back. You do have a with a crown on it and a eagle kind of flying through it inside this circle mirror image, and then there's that spade with an A on the top and bottom, in case you're wondering. So there is your back design very quickly. We'll get a little bit more into that though in a minute. The flap, obviously this is not a USB-C flap. There's no thumb thing. There is, it's very hard to read what it says. Pro Magic cards have 52 pieces. Each piece has each mark and it can be used to pay, or I should say play Magic. Andy Magic cn.com. I'm guessing he's in China. It's very hard to read what it says there. Again, the ink is terrible. As you can see in the box, it's a cheap cardboard box, definitely made in China. As are the cards. In this deck, there are no jokers, for one reason or another. The Ace of Spades is alright. These cards do have a black face, as you can see. The Ace of Spades is kind of gray in color, as is the rest of the deck. Just a spade pip with the spade and the A in the center. It says designed by Andy Magic underneath it. Almost B styled, BA styled. And then it says King's card and A8888. Court cards are standard USB-C, similar to the Saddle Masters or the Bicycle Ghost or whatever. All the cards have white pips. Doesn't matter if it's hearts, clubs, spades, or diamonds. Very standard. No jokers. It does have a bit of a linen finish, or an embossed finish, or look to it anyways. But it's clearly, and you can see the borders on these cards, the edges. When you see that, you know it's made in China, because that's pretty bad. I'm guessing they won't ferro or anything like that. Very plastic coated looking. At least the back design is alright, to some extent. The cards do suffer okay. They got an okay stock, but not a very good stock, I would say. Pretty flimsy, I guess, but it's okay. It's kind of thick. It does not fan or spread very well, I should say. Never mind the fanning. The fanning on this deck is pretty bad. It's gotten a little bit better with use, but not very good at all. I do have one person to blame for this purchase, by the way, because it's a terrible deck. And there's a buddy on Facebook who sold me this deck, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool, I gotta get one. He found one and I bought it. It was sold through Magic Nevin on their Amazon shop, and you can get these there still if you really desire. And I ordered it, and I finally got it. I opened it up, and it's like, what the hell is this? This is not a USB-C deck. And he's like, oh, well, sorry, but I never actually opened it, so I don't know. The box looks like it's a USB-C deck. It looks like a USB-C deck in front. It says Airclus Infinus, so it's just misleading, very misleading. I guess that's the idea. They wanted to make it look as normal as possible, including the faces. Anyways, it is a marked deck, so if I, cut the cards here, I can tell you this card is the 7 of clubs, I believe it is. Oh, spades. I was close. It's a little bit hard to see. Let's try another one. This one right here is the 5 of hearts. Yeah. Where's the markings? I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's in the two opposite corners. You'll see a little number, there's a 5, and then you see there's this little cherub type character, and he's got a pip on his chest. In this case, hearts. 7 of hearts. Yeah, so that's that. It handles terribly. It's probably not going to last very long because it's made in China. It's cheap quality. But it's marked. If you need a marked deck that has black faces, there you go. If not, there's a lot of other better marked decks, including one from David Blaine. There is the Legends are marked to some extent. There is the Mechanic deck, which is marked, the second edition one. There is USP. There's Bicycle branded marked decks you can get, like Boris Wild and others that you can get from Magic Shops. This is not the one I would recommend. The David Blaine one is very easy to read. There's a lot of other ones that are more difficult to read. You gotta look at lines and stuff like that and figure out from lines and markings what the pip is and what the suit is, or what the suit is, what the value is. Cards like this and the David Blaine one, it's very easy to identify what it is because it tells you what it is. And the Code by Andy Neiman on Figure 11, very nice marked deck. You can actually tell what the next card is, so that's pretty cool. And what the card before is, so I definitely recommend that one. Anyways, that's what I got. See you next time.